The FUD persists and we are in greed, as opposed to extreme greed, because of all the FUD that's been released into the system and of course all the selling that's been going on. And we heard that the miners are thinking about selling more. But another bit of FUD that hit the system recently is the fact that the United States government apparently has moved some of the Bitcoin that was seized during the Silk Road investigation thing into Coinbase. Now, they haven't sold yet, but moving Bitcoin into Coinbase, especially if the US government does that, can only mean one thing, or at least suggest to mean one thing, right? Look at this. A wallet tagged as belonging to the United States government moved 30,175 Bitcoins late Tuesday morning. With Bitcoin's BTC current price around 65K, that would be roughly 2 billion worth of the token. Now, keep that number in mind, 2 billion, because $2 billion is exactly how much the SEC and Gary Gensler were requesting from Ripple. It's also how much the SEC requested from the government in funding, basically, to go after crypto and, criminals, etc. So that $2 billion value is kind of curious, because they didn't transfer all of the Bitcoin. They transferred 30,175 exactly to match that rough $2 billion price. So that's kind of interesting to think about. The last confirmed sale by government, which is late 2022, seized roughly 50,000 Bitcoins related to the Silk Road website, was in March 2023 when it uploaded 9,861 coins for $216 million. So basically, the US government has made a killing from this, right? They made massive profit. Now that Bitcoin is near the all-time highs, they might be thinking of selling it, right? Some 2,000 Bitcoin were moved to the wallet tagged by Arkham Intelligence as belonging to the crypto exchange Coinbase. The remainder were moved to a wallet Arkham identified as belonging to the government. Now, the price of Bitcoin at the moment is 66K, which is slightly higher than the 65K estimate. Maybe they're waiting for the price to return to this 71K level to sell. Who knows? Maybe they're not selling. Maybe they're moving it to Gary Gensler. Who knows what's happening? But this is quite a bit of FUD. And personally, I'd rather they sell now than later when Bitcoin starts to make a bit of a move. I don't want the government to have such power to dampen or kill the momentum, because all they have to do is create FUD and cause liquidations. And to do that, they need Bitcoin, right? Of course, the United States government themselves can print however much money they want. So this $2 billion is inconsequential, but $2 billion in Bitcoin does give the power to at least create a little bit of FUD. At least, the fear of selling can control sentiments of some, right? Even though in the grand scheme of things, $2 billion, someone like Fidelity can just inhale that in one transaction if they felt like it. So it's not actually that much of a big deal, but it just creates a large number in people's heads, and it tugs at the emotions, which is what is needed to control the markets, right? Talking about emotions, market sentiment is at greed at the moment at 71, which is much lower than it was just 2 weeks ago. But rest assured that that's going to move into the dark green anytime soon as people, get over the FUD and the selling frenzies over from Grayscale, etc. And people start to buy again. Remember, the higher the prices, the more people buy. So people FOMO high prices, people buy high and sell low. This is just how most people operate, except, of course, the top 1% that know what they're doing and aren't affected by emotions. Not financial advice, just do your own research, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.